They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Loose inside the 30. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
5 wide. 56.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They'll hold him to no gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Kevin O'Connell has a play call ready. His guys going for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Oh, look at the juke. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 25-yard line. 39 yards there. A big one.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll run with Hall. Well, they hit him in the backfield. escape, and that is not going to get it done. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Fielded at the 33. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick 6, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving them a lot to think about.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Teron Johnson able to pick it. He's still on his feet. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Taking it about the 1. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Jets. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. The extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll pitch this out to Pollard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Whitehead. The Bills at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Pollard will take it up the gut. Oh, nice move. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Running right, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Middle.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Bills. Dalton Kincaid, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Wilson on 1st down. There's Hall bringing in another. And he coughed it up. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That is caught. He's into space past the 25 and down to the 16-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the rout is on here in this 1st half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Now the Jets going to use this out as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. Now Wilson on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now for the point after. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down. 56.
A final shot before half for Allen, eluding the pressure right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Second half begins with a run by Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Has his man. It's Shakir. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. On play action, Allen steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jermaine Johnson able to record his 5th sack of the season. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Allen. Rolling to his right. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Run for Pollard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. He's going to find a man here. It's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tony Pollard halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Wilson changing the play. Again, he'll drop to throw. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Again, Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Allen looks to throw on second down. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Gets through and now an opening. Still going. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 27-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Allen's throw is complete. So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a 2nd and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And shoves him off at the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tony Pollard, 26 yards. And the Bills up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jair Elam makes a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, it's Allen. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, Wilson. And, oh, my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Jair Elam